What's up, motherfuckers?
Literally an hour ago.
I just want the racks. You posted too much on IG. Bitch, gon' post that ass.
What the fuck is going on, guys? It's your boy, and we back. This is gonna be a... What are you doing? This is gonna be a review slash install kind of slash unboxing. A little bit of everything. First and most foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Maxspeedingrods. They hooked us up with some fresh coilovers for the LS430. I already have coilovers, used coilovers for my LS400, and I don't think they carry coilovers for LS400, but Ashley has a 430 that came with factory air ride suspension, and if you know, you know, those things are shit and very expensive to replace. So we had ordered some stock struts off of eBay, and they sent us the wrong ones. So this car has been down for probably a month. So big shout out to Maxspeedingrods. Sent us these brand new coilovers.
I wonder, are these marked like left, rear?
They might be marked, but we're not sure. Right now we're gonna get to it, start ripping this apart, and start putting these on, man. They sell coilovers. I think they sell turbo kits and a bunch of shit. They make coilovers for a lot of different makes and models, so be sure to check them out. And if you do purchase anything from them, make sure to use code NOTJAMES at checkout for 10% off. Yes, 10% off. So pull one out. Show them how they look. Brand new.
Got the baby
brand
blue.
new. Ooh, those look good. These are fully adjustable. I think these are 32-way dampening. I could be wrong. I also want to give a big shout out to my father-in-law for letting me use the lift. This is definitely going to make our job a lot easier, but this can definitely be done home, in your driveway, on the street, whatever. You and a couple friends, couple beers, couple wrenches, and you guys can get it done. But for our case, we're going to use the lift because it's just going to be a lot easier. So after learning how to read, I do see that none of these are preset, so we're gonna preset them. I'm probably just gonna raise them as high as they go, because even all the way raised, it lowers an inch, and we can always lower it more after. So I'm just gonna raise them all as high as they go. All you need to do is loosen this lower locking nut, which already is, and then you'll just spin the, I believe, the bottom counterclockwise or clockwise, depending if you want to go lower or higher. These boxes also make a great bed for your Frenchie. Aww. Now this isn't really going to be a how-to video. It's really very simple. All you have to do for the fronts is take off the 3 bolts at the top. There's the one big bolt at the bottom. That's a 17. You just impact that off. Upper control arm, this is also a 17 that has a cotter pin. Make sure not to lose your cotter pin. As you can see, it's loose and it's not spreading apart, but if it doesn't fall down, get yourself a hammer or mallet, definitely bigger than this, because I've been going at it with this for a few minutes and that's not doing anything. So just get yourself a hammer, whatever, sledgehammer if you have to, and just knock this. Give it a good knock a few times and this will just fall down. But keep this nut right here, so when it does fall down, it just falls on the nut. You don't want it to fall all the way down and hurt yourself. So I just kind of kept at it with this one, and then as you see, it dropped, and this nut's now tied on there because all the weight is on there. But when I take this nut off, all of this assembly will fall. There's this little brake line slash brake wear mounted right here. It's a little 10. Take this off, and then Yeah, you took all the bolts on the top off?
Yep.
Cool, so when I drop this down, all I have to do is just push this down a bit so I can get the bottom of the strut out, and the front strut's already done. I already did the other side. I'm just kind of giving you guys a walkthrough on how to do this side. It's really simple. If you've never done coilovers before, it's really simple. The back is a little more complicated because you have to take out all the seats and shit, but we already have it all out, so it'll be easier for us, but I'll still show you how you do it when I get to there. So since I'm pretty sure all the coilovers are universal and it does not matter what side you put them on, I'm gonna go ahead and match 2 of them up kind of low. I'm gonna do it kind of low. I'm gonna match 2 of them up pretty low, nearly max low, so she's gonna be slammed in the front, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw those in and get to the rear. So we got the fronts all put back together. It was really easy to do. I have the zip side up because this bolt broke off on this side, but don't worry about that. Make sure to put your cotter pins back, tighten everything up. We did not use thread lock, but I highly recommend using thread lock if you have it. I don't think it'll be too much of a difference if you don't use it, but I would use it if you can. And don't forget to lock the bottom clock spring, whatever this is called. Don't forget to lock the bottom again after you have it all set in place, because you don't want it moving around in there. Probably get some unwanted vibrations and noises. So yeah, now we're gonna start on the rears. All right guys, for the rears are actually super easy. All you have to do is, of course, well, maybe not ripping the interior part, but this is still really easy. 3 bolts here, but there'll actually be 6 bolts, 3 on the cover, and then another 3 under that. There's be some wires, sensors, whatever for the airbags. You could take all that shit out. If there's still the airline on it, just cut it. I mean, why would you ever want to go back to that? All it is 1 bolt here, 1 bolt, and then the 3 bolts at the top, 1 bolt here, and you can just slide it out right there. You don't have to remove anything else like you do in the fronts. So it literally just unbolt it, slide it out through here, throw the shit in the trash, and now you're ready to put the coilover in. I already did the other side. Just gonna do this side real quick. It's gonna be really fast. Same thing, since the coilovers are of course much smaller than the struts, this will go up with ease. It's good to have a second pair of hands, so when you do put it in the holes, because these ones are kind of in there, when you do get it lined up in the holes, have somebody start putting the nuts on top. And then since the bottom is adjustable, as you can see, this is at an angle. Since the bottom is adjustable, just make sure that that angles up with that. And then after you have all that in place, you could go ahead and lock the bottom back in place with your spanner wrenches that came with your coilovers. All right guys, to adjust the stiffness, it's really easy. It says soft and then hard. Make sure to know how many clicks yours has. Hers has 24. It's 24-way adjustable, and she wants it in the middle. So I'm gonna go all the way to soft so it doesn't go anymore, and then I'm gonna count 12. So 1, 2, and that's 12. And now we're just gonna set that around for all of them, and then she'll drive it around like that, let it settle, and if she doesn't like it, we could go softer or harder. Now we're gonna drop it down and see how it sits, and then of course it'll be easier for us to get the interior in.
Damn.
Damn. That's low. That's pretty low. Ooh, that looks good though.
That looks
good. They're not even maxed out.
Oh my god.
They're not even maxed out. You see you got a little camber too? Can you tell? You got a little camber?
Kind of, yeah.
Look right here. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. You see the camber?
Yeah.
It's like this.
Yeah. Is it
like
supposed
it?
to do that with coilovers?
Yeah, when you lower it, it'll naturally give it camber. You could go lower than this too. That's great. These are.
I think this is good.
Nah, this is perfect. That's why I was like, you know what? We're gonna go pretty low. We'll have you drive it. We'll put the interior back together, and then we'll have you drive it around. It'll settle, and it might even go a little bit lower. But if you don't like it like this, we could raise it up. That's the good thing about coilovers.
Yeah.
They're fully adjustable. As well as the stiffness too. If it's too stiff or too soft, you could go either way because we're in the middle right now. But damn, that's not even, you know what? It's pretty close to max. I will say that it is pretty close to max. So we probably lowered it a good 2+ inches. The front's even and the rear is even.
Yeah.
It looks even. So we measured them pretty good. It looks good. This looks good.
Yeah. Let me see.
This looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty even.
All you need now is some nice wheels and some tints and a little exhaust. This shit is wet. This shit'll be wet.
Take the mufflers off.
I could do it right now if you want.
Do it.
All right, well, we were basically done. We just had to put the back interior back together. But she wants her mufflers off, so I'm gonna take her mufflers off right now. These ones only have 2 mufflers. And I wanna say these are resonators, but these can come off as well. If you know me, on my Lexus, I basically run from here back, but it's up to her on what she wants. These only have the 2 mufflers and the resonators. Do you want me to go from here and take all of this out, or do you want me to just do the back mufflers?
Well, I was gonna ask you, does it sound the same as your LS400?
It'll sound kind of similar. It's a 3UZ, so it'll be very similar, but this exhaust is different, so.
You have the 2UZ?
1UZ.
1UZ? I don't know. What do you think will sound better?
How loud do you want it?
I want it loud, but not like I drive into work and everyone hears me pull up loud.
Well, I mean, I think if we do the middle, it'll be loud.
Yeah, I think we'll start with
We
that.
could just cut it. Where's our sawzall at?
Well, it's because what if I don't like how it sounds? Because we've never heard a LS430.
So what I noticed that's different with these is there's no other hangers right here supporting this part. So if you pull the mufflers, it's not being held up right here. So my solution, just take this shit off too, and then this won't hang. This is all being held up. Well, this is all bolted up. But I mean, if I just take these ones off too, which is just one more bolt, it'll be fine. Let me pick all this shit up in case she does want it back on. Hopefully not, but just in case. And that probably added not even 60 seconds. And now it is not, I mean, it's still, yeah, it's still kind of hanging, but it's not hanging as low as it was, higher than the diff. So should be fine, man. I'm gonna drop it and start it up. And it's gonna sound good. It's gonna be loud for sure. Well, I don't know if it's gonna sound good, but it's gonna be loud. Ready? That's on?
Don't make noise. You're not rev.
No, I'm not gonna rev it, but that's louder than mine.
Yeah. It sounds good, huh?
It sounds louder because we're in here though.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll get some revs for you when we get out the shop. It is late, but I mean, it's really only like 4 o'clock, I think. Probably 5. Yeah, those things need to be rolled, baby. She'll be all gravy. If you're gotta roll your fender. Let me get a rev. Damn. That shit sounds better than mine.
You think so?
Yeah, sounds good.
I like yours.
Okay.
This one's not like loud.
It sounds good though. Your trans comes in and out of
Gear?
hell yeah, until it shifts up. Here's how it looks in the daytime. I ended up raising it up a little bit, and this part of the fender, if you know how it kind of folds in right there, I cut all that out because it started to like open up and you could see it everywhere. So I cut that out on both sides, and you see it was already like chipping the paint and all that shit, so I just cut it before it could do any more damage. Raised it up a bit. Looks good, more practical to drive. I also pulled the plastic from the fender wells, so it's not rubbing everywhere. But it looks good now. Big shout out to Maxspeedingrods. Don't forget to use code NOTJAMES on their website for 10% off of anything. That's turbos, coilovers, rods, all that good stuff. Till next time, boys.